in the car.
Good morning, guys. It is early and it is cold.
But today is the day.
Today's the day we have our anatomy scan, which really the big thing about the anatomy scan is this is where they check all the things about the baby to just make sure that the baby is healthy and developing on time. And then also you can find out the gender. And so we have had quite the discussion in the car trying to figure out what our plan is, and it seems like we're a little bit back and forth here.
The point is, we don't know. There's definitely a chance today that we just open it right here on the spot and see the gender. So that's exciting. One of us thinks we should do that. The other one thinks that maybe one should look and the other one should surprise us, and maybe we both want to find out together. So
yeah, so
we're
just
gonna
have to figure it out on the fly, I think. So we're just gonna go in there and check on baby. So let's go.
How you feeling, Bella?
I'm a little nauseous right now.
All right.
I'm really tired.
Let's do this.
Here we go. Do you have any nerves? No? Okay. My blood pressure and we're waiting on the sonographer, so I'm excited.
Babe's over there doing some Insta stories.
I'm not well.
How you feeling?
I'm excited. I have to pee, but like they normally say a full bladder helps, so I'm gonna ask her if I should pee or if I should just,
Wait.
you know, yeah. So we'll see. How do you feel?
Stone cold, just feeling good. I feel like I'm just now starting to get fully awake, so
Yeah.
I think it will get more exciting as like I see the baby.
You haven't seen the baby at all.
I haven't seen the baby at all. You guys haven't seen the baby. So that part is gonna get exciting pretty quickly. But I think right now I'm still kind of like, wiping the sleep out of my eye and waking up.
Yeah.
But I think once we start hearing heartbeat, seeing baby,
A little bit more real for you.
yeah, it's gonna make it pretty real, I think.
A fourth baby.
I'm good at 4, I think.
Every time I write down like pregnancies, I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, I think I'm good at 4. Alright guys, this is the envelope that has it. Should we just look? Can we see? Can you guys see? Wait, hold on, you kind of can see through here. You're not having any of this right now. Arms crossed, dad telling jokes. What's going on in your mind, babe? Looks like you're kind of down. What's up?
Good morning, guys. I'm coming to you from a very, very messy room right now. I'm kind of like going through all my clothes, and it's a ginormous mess. And a runny nose Truett. You say hi? On very little to no sleep last night. We had our Bible study last night. In Bible study, we tend to like stay longer, and so we get home and like the boys weren't even asleep. Actually, I think Truett was, and so Harold put him down, but Harold's grandfather was also over at the house, and so the kids were playing with him. Those are not good. Just some push pins. Oh my gosh, that could have been bad. So the boys stayed up a little bit later because they were playing with Pops. Everything was all fine until, putting Wyatt to bed. He was really struggling to fall asleep. Normally he falls asleep pretty quick, and he was struggling to fall asleep, and he kept like coughing. I was like, oh my gosh, like what is this? Like, where did this come from? And then Truett kept waking up and crying. So I was like, oh my goodness. Around 1:30, I went and got Truett because he just woke up and would not stop crying, and he just had snot everywhere, and it was all on his sheets and everything. So I brought him in here with me, but he never sleeps like when I get him. And so it just never works out. I had him in here for like an hour, and he would lay down and stop crying, but like you could tell he wasn't asleep, based off his breathing. And then Wyatt woke up and he came in here, and so he came and was laying on top of me too. Truett was just up and sitting up, and I was like, okay, this is not gonna work. I tried for a while, but then I ended up just putting him back in bed. And then Leo woke up and he came in, he was thirsty, so I was like, oh no, maybe he's getting like a dry throat or whatever. I don't know if it's just probably from the cold, because we have like a cold weather spell right now. But anyways, all 3 of the kids all last night like nobody sleeping, Truett crying. I have my phone on like white noise just so like anybody can try to get some sleep. It was not good. All that to say, I wanted to give you guys an update on the anatomy scan because that happened on Tuesday. We filmed some of it, but I know you guys like want answers and stuff, and so I just kind of want to let you know kind of like where my headspace is and everything. So we were in there and we did the scan, and it was so long and we were so tired. Like literally Harold kept falling asleep. Hold on, buddy. I was like just trying to follow along, and the lady was fine. She wasn't like unkind or anything. She just wasn't someone that was kind of explaining all the things, and like occasionally I would ask her like, oh, like what does that mean, or like what's this, and she just kind of was a little short about it, so I didn't want to like keep asking her questions. I didn't want to like bug her, you know. So it wasn't like the most enjoyable experience, if you will. And she kept having to go back to look at the baby's heart. And so in my mind, I'm like, is something wrong? Like what's going on? I don't really know, but seems like maybe she just couldn't get the image. I'm not sure. And so that was super long. It was very long. And at the end of it, she said that I needed to then have a vaginal ultrasound to look from the inside. And that freaked me out because I was like, I've literally never had to do that in any of my pregnancies. And so I just was like feeling uneasy. Like, is something going on that she's not telling me? But anyways, we do that. Then as soon as we're done with the exam, they tell us that we're gonna go wait in another room for the doctor. And we go into this like almost like conference room, and like my heart rate is just like pounding, and I look at Harold, I'm like, something feels off. You just ripping some paper towels up? Yeah, we got a mess in here. Anyways, so I am like trying to keep my calm. That's when you can see Harold's, you know, like trying to make jokes and stuff, and I'm like not having it because I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, we're about to get terrible news, and you know, like Harold's trying to make all these jokes, and I am just like, I'm trying to prepare myself. I'm like praying, I'm doing all this stuff. They finally come in, and the doctor is like, basically, you know, we're gonna sit down and like go over all this stuff, blah 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 blah. That, you know, baby looks fine. I was like, oh my gosh, like why didn't you just like lead with that, like say that from the beginning? Like I was panicking, so I just started crying, and she like apologized that I told her like the room like freaked me out, you know, and she was like, we're gonna try to do a better job. I think they've probably heard that before, of trying to, you know, let our patients know like this is like just standard for us, like blah 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 blah. And so it doesn't worry them. And so there were two things though about the scan, was they didn't get a certain image of baby's heart. I think it was like the chambers or something, and so that was missing. And then also like a good full image of the face. I think they got like the side profile. I have a picture of like looking, I guess, at the face, but you only see maybe like one eye or something. And so they said it was just kind of, I don't know what the word was, but they just didn't get a good image of it. So they wanted me to go back to do more imaging, is like inconclusive, I guess. And then the other thing was that my placenta is a little bit low. It's not like super low, it's not like covering the cervix, but it is a little bit low, and so that's another thing that they want to check. So I am gonna have to go back and have an appointment to check on those things. But overall, other than that, as far as we know, baby is healthy, and that was like just my big prayer, you know. I was like, that was all I was focusing on. So I'm very, very grateful. My headspace was so off after that, you know. I was just like worked up, and I was still so tired. My body was just exhausted. So by the time we came home, I took a nap, and I just felt weak the whole rest of the day. And then I've had a lot of work stuff, and so I feel like I just haven't been in the right headspace, because I want to be excited when Harold and I, whatever we do, if we just sit down. I don't know if we're gonna do like a big thing. We might just sit down and open the envelope together, or maybe we'll like do something. I'm not sure, but I just want to be in the right headspace. And then to be honest, I wasn't expecting this, but I guess pressure from like, you know, the internet. I know you guys are excited and stuff, but like it really started to overwhelm me, and I had to step back and I had to talk to Harold about it, because you guys know for like the past like 2 years I've been dealing with anxiety, and I feel like I've been in a really good place. But I realize when it comes to like work and like what I share online, a lot of it is tangled up in like people's expectations and like me feeling like I never want to let people down, but also choosing to do what is right for me at the right time. And yeah, it started to make me feel anxious, and I was like, this does not make me feel good. So I definitely don't want to be doing it out of a place of you know, feeling anxious or like feeling like I have to do this for the internet. You know, I just want to do it when I feel in a good place and I can just do it with my family and what feels right for us. So just be patient. I don't know what that looks like. It's not like I'm planning on it taking forever. I just want to feel a little bit better, and I want to get some of my work done so that I can be in a good headspace. So hopefully, you know, fairly soon, and we'll share once we do know. But just wanted to let you know so that you know kind of like where my brain is at. We did get a couple pictures. Like, okay, this one right here. This is like the eye here, but you can't really see what's going on over here. And then this side profile, which is definitely like the cutest one with the mouth open. So that's a cute one.
We went to see the baby today at the doctor. Exactly. We saw the baby on the screen. You want to know something?
What?
Its heart was beating. We saw its hands and its feet. And it has a mouth.
I hope it doesn't look like a carrot again.
It doesn't look like a carrot. Inside of here, the doctor gave us this special note. And in here it says if it's a boy or a girl.
It's a boy or a girl.
Girl?
I think it's a girl.
No, I don't know. No. So, right in here it says what it is. So very soon we're going to find out. Is that exciting?
In a couple days.
Yep. Yep. Mommy and Daddy may even find out tonight.
Like after school?
If Troy can read it, he can see. Girl, yeah. What if it just like falls out where it's like...
Alright, the boys are dressed and ready for a date with Dad at school.
Hold my hand, Batman. Other side.
It is superhero.
Superhero.
So who do we have here?
Batman!
Batman! Who do we have here?
Spider-Man!
Spider-Man and...
Iron Man.
Iron Man. Tony Stark. Okay, boys, have fun with Daddy.
Yeah, and I still have my pose, guys. Guys, I still have...
Okay, love you.